Make championship, and it continues right here, right now, for the feature race in front of a huge crowd at a truly iconic venue. We look now to the 5 red lights at Silverstone. When they get out, we'll be underway for the first time this weekend. Here we go, good getaway for Luca Ghiotto. Will Joe have to close him off into turn number 1? I'm not sure he'll be able to. Straight into the lead goes Luca Ghiotto. Hubert's been left on the grid, but it's a change for the lead for the Virtuosi pair. Will it be a change for the Dams pair? No, in third position, Sergio Sene Camera, Ghiotto, then off the road goes Matsushita, Mick Schumacher, the only Prema going off the road at the top of the picture as well, but it's Ghiotto who gets the jump in the lead of the race as he takes the field onto the Wellington Straight. But Joe is trying to fight back immediately, trying to retake the position he lost at the start, trying to sweep around the outside. The 2 teammates go wheel to wheel in Brooklands, and Joe thinks better of it. Ghiotto took the lead, and he's kept the lead as they go through left field. So Latifi getting very, very close to Sene Camera, who had 2 wheels off the road. Will that give an opportunity to the Canadian driver, who's got the momentum? He'll have the inside line to take third place at Beckett's. Thrilling stuff on the opening lap to both teammates arguing over position. Latifi needed that to try and contend for victory, and it's an error at Copse Corner that gives Latifi third.
Track is green. No interest on who made that DRS detection point first. DRS not available yet, but when it is, after a couple of laps or so, as we see Hubert get pulled off the start line, I'm sure we'll hear a little bit later on what occurred with his car. Looks like just a pure stall, little bit of a brake fire on the right-hand side of that car, but I wouldn't have thought that's the reason he didn't get off the line.
Off the road goes Dorian Boccalacci in the Trident. That's why we have the yellow flag. And he's got damage to his front wing at the front there. So an incident for the Frenchman as he returns to Formula 2. But it looks like he's out of the race. Hubert is back into the race. And that won't count. Oh, he hasn't swapped tyres. I was going to say it won't count as his mandatory stop. But those are the tyres he started on. He's at least into the race. He needs a safety car. You can see the pink car, that's the Arden of Hubert who's stalled, and further up, it's a switch of the yellow cars.
When you practice these starts and look at them with your engineer, that really is where all the time is. The initial reaction is important, but it's really the traction and the release of the clutch and application of the power to make the launch. Here's it from Nick De Vries's perspective. He's got block track in front of him, so finds a little bit of room on the inside, and look at the wash from the cold tyres as he goes through the first part of Abbey. A little bit of space. Jack Aitken getting a nice launch as well, just like he did in Austria actually, and has to get right out of it down the inside as he gets pinched by De Vries, which is how he ends up with so much space in the middle of turn 2. Incident between Mazepin and Schumacher, that'll be at the start, under investigation. Yep, lap 1, turn 3, we saw Schumacher running pretty wide. So let's look at this. This is a move by
Schumacher there, taking the dive down the inside, thought he had the position, and then coming back at him. In from second place comes Joe, in comes Latifi, Delatraz as well, the lead Dams, the lead Carlin, but not the lead Virtuosi. The second place man brought in, and this is high pressure stuff, just one person to a wheel gun. Could be crucial in deciding the race. The race was decided at this point last year, got to wait for the safe release, had to wait a little bit of time. Here's Latifi at the Dams squad.
Yep. You've seen Latifi jump to the pits. Joe and Virtuosi have spotted that and covered him, and he has just got out in front of him. Latifi, did I see that in the pit lane?
You did. That is a change of position. So great work from Dams. Frustration for Virtuosi, and Latifi gets up for what would be at the moment a net second place. Giuliano Alesi in the Trident has stalled and is being wheeled back. Been a frustrating weekend for him. The driver down, you can see, in 17th position. Where will Luca Ghiotto come out? Because it could be a very impressive lap time for Nicholas Latifi. He's going past the commentary box window now. It's going to be very tight indeed. Wait for the Navy car. So there goes Raghunathan, but it's the yellow Virtuosi who gets out ahead of Latifi, keeps track position, but his tyres will be cold right now. No tyre blankets in Formula 2, and Latifi can heave the pressure on. Remember what we've seen earlier in the season? It takes a while for the Virtuosi to warm up its tyres, and we're seeing exactly that again as we go onto the Wellington Straight, and this could be for the race win. Giotto knows it. Latifi on the charge. Latifi trying to close down the championship leader. He's trying to go all the way around the outside. Elbows will come out, and the defended track position at the moment. Now, trying to go around the outside. Trying to go around the outside again at Luffield. Didn't work at Brooklands. Didn't work at Luffield, but there is so much pressure on the Italian shoulders now as they go to Copse Corner.
All the way down to Copse Corner. He has a DRS zone to play with as he attacks down the outside of Giotto. Nothing to be done on the way into Copse, but let's see what the DRS can give him down the Hanger Straight. Contact!
Contact between the drivers contending for victory. He had so much more momentum, but Giotto stays ahead. Thrilling racing here at Silverstone as Giotto, he's trying to defend, but he's trying to defend by getting tyre temperature in those tyres. This is the second DRS zone. It is going to be crucial for Latifi. Can he make the move now with those tyres still not up to temperature? Diving to the inside, doesn't have the move completed. Giotto driving on his mirrors, corner after corner, but crucially keeping track position.
That is the critical moment, and here was the contact.
Bang! At such a high speed as well.
A little bit of a miscommunication between those two, racing very, very hard, no harm done. Reminiscent. Yep.
Luca Giotto, the Italian driver, looking for his third win in Formula 2, and Latifi once again gets to the outside. Can Giotto make the corner though? There's the lockup, could be a change of position, is a change of position, and Nicholas Latifi got past one virtuosi in the pit stop, and then he's got past Luca Giotto on track. Stunning few laps from the Canadian driver, and that could be for the race win later on.
So dirty down there. We've seen so many errors in all sessions, all through Beckett's, just locking up that inside front. It's almost off the floor, isn't it? Such is the load on the right front tyre, forces him wide, and then it was a simple cutback for Latifi to just beat him to the first apex of Luffield.
Oh, he's got a big opportunity. The driver trying to play himself back into contention, has the inside line. Is he going to get past Nicholas Latifi? He is retaking the position, and that could be for the race win later on. Latifi tries to come back. Nothing he could do. Such was the speed of the Italian driver, but he's got the outside line. He'll be squeezed corner after corner, lap after lap. These two putting a great show on at Silverstone.
Here we see the move again on the DRS. Goes late. Doesn't allow Latifi the opportunity to know that he's coming. Looks like some action.
Is he going to try the move to the inside? He is. De Vries can't fight back, and that's a change for fifth position. Up and under being tried by the Dutchman, but it's Jack Aitken who gets through up to fifth. He is finishing very, very strongly. 2 corners to go, and he will drink in every single moment. Had to fight to retake the lead, but he's stayed there ever since. For the first time in Formula 2, Luca Giotto wins the feature race. It's his third win in Formula 2, and he leads home Nicholas Latifi and his teammate Guan Yu Zhou on the podium. But it's all about Luca Giotto today. His best drive in the second tier of motorsport by some way, and Nick De Vries with no pace at all. Delatraz closer, but not close enough as he goes over the line. That was the battle for 7th position. Oh, and Nikita Mazepin, as the checkered flag is out, is off the road, and drama all the way through, right to the end, even after the end.
On the front, no,
he's not. No, oh, he's been hit right at the end. So Arjun Maini.
I don't know if he's locked the car up a little bit, but it seems like he's still online.
Yes! Yahoo! Yes! Yes! Yes!
And that is what release sounds like.
Yep.
Giotto, the race winner. Good racecraft, as you heard from Alex Russell there. Nicholas Latifi on his way to second place. Did everything he could with the package today. I think he did well to split the 2 virtuosis in the end. Sergio Sette Camara was in 4th ahead of Jack Aitken. Nick De Vries, not the day to remember for the championship leader. Louis Delatraz in 7th. Callum Ilott on reverse grid pole. The final 2-point scorers, Nobuharu Matsushita and Jordan King in 10th. Sette Camara getting the 2 bonus points for fastest lap. Another case of what could have been for Mick Schumacher off the road at turn 1 to send him further down the pack. And then we had Maini having contact with Nikita Mazepin. Stewards will look at that. Then Correa, Calderon, Raghunathan. Mazepin is classified, I should say, as a finisher. Lacey had the stall, and Hubert stalled at the very start. We lost one car from the 19 that started. That was Dorian Boccolacci.